So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. James Harrison came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 19. Shotgun now with Purdy. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devin Hester, 93 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
After the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to go down. He backed picked up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Here's Hester. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown. Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. James Harrison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Irving will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
Check 26, check 26.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. I got one.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
That's you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Here's 1st and 10. Purdy. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Here's 2nd down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
This one taken in by Hester. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that's complete to Gates. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, check back, back six, back 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Gates with a grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run here with Pacheco. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Mahomes now to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.